All right, so as you can see out here, I have a bunch of different running sneakers across the gamut, really max cushion sneakers, really lightweight runners, but all these are running sneakers made for running. However, there is a crossover with a lot of running sneakers that can be used for just the general purpose market. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys a review of the new one from Nike, and this is a Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percent, which is the little brother, I guess, of the Alphafly. And I already did a review on these. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this since it is a new one at $200. Let's go ahead and get into this video. What is going on, guys? Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. If you guys haven't shopped this week's top sneaker deals, check the link in the description. I basically just curate a bunch of sneaker deals that I find through the week and then post them on my website for you guys to go shopping. But as I mentioned, there's a ton of different running shoes out here. Some of them I haven't done reviews on yet. Expect them on the channel very, very soon. This one is a new Adizero from Adidas. We have the Hoka Clifton 7, compliments of Jackrabbit. And we also have the Brooks Hyperion Tempo, which is compliments of Jackrabbit. So I'm excited to have both of these in my hands to show you guys these from a casual perspective and whether or not these are good. There's a ton of different sneakers out there, as I already mentioned, with cushioning in mind and comfort and longevity for your runs. For those people that are runners, I'm covering this from a casual perspective, but you guys already know on the channel that I kind of buy these for a purpose. I'm really just chasing that dream of finding the next Ultra Boost from a casual perspective. All these, again, are running shoes, some for beginner runners, some for elite trainers like these. But a lot of times there is a crossover from a well-cushioned, lightweight sneaker that you can wear to Disney World as well, just as a walker. This is probably not going to be that one. But anyway, I just wanted to give a little bit of background on that. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these from the table. All right, and then there were three. So this is the brand new joint right here. We have the Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percent Flyknit. And the retail on this was $200, man. $200 for this Flyknit pair of sneakers right here. Now, I was actually going to skip buying these shoes, but when I found out it had Zoom X and React in the midsole, along with that Zoom Air in the front, I figured it would be worth a try to see how these are and how they stack up next to the flagships over here. Because this is a shoe that I think some people said I was misleading in my review video, and I agreed somewhat, because really I was saying, yeah, I can wear these casually and they're crazy, crazy comfortable. Definitely the most comfortable and the soft and squishiest Nike I've ever put on my feet, which previously was this shoe right here, because this one was like the one where it was just insane. This one is definitely crazy squishy on feet. However, because of that carbon fiber and the way that rocking motion is, I did try to leave some disclaimers in that video. It's not made for everyday use. It's not going to be very, very comfortable for everyday use. It's one that you could put on every now and then and wear. So I just wanted to throw that out there for those people complaining that I didn't throw enough disclaimers out there. Obviously, the disclaimer should be enough, though, that I'm a casual sneaker channel reviewing a performance running sneaker, but it is what it is. I get it. Some people get offended by that, and so I wanted to clear that up. So the Alphaflys are 8.3 ounces, and these are 6.9 ounces. This is the Zoom Vaporfly, one of the first ones with that Zoom X in the midsole. So this was a lighter shoe than this one, primarily because of the extra rubber on the bottom, as well as these giant air units on the bottom. These are 9.5 ounces, so these are not like a super ultra lightweight shoe by any means. And for comparison, this is the Pegasus Turbo, and the weight on here is 8.5 ounces. So you add those air units on and you get an extra ounce, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it definitely is noticeably heavier in the front because of those air units. It's still a really lightweight shoe though, and by comparison, the Ultra Boost 20 is 11.9 ounces, so this is massively heavier. So the Nike Air Zoom Tempo from Nike is available right now on their website. If you guys want to buy a pair, check the link in the description. And then from a casual perspective, the fit, I would say honestly for these would be probably half a size up. I got a true to size, and I should have got probably a size 10 instead of a 9.5. That's just my opinion though, and everybody's foot is different, so definitely if you can, try these on before you buy them. So this is called the Tempo because this is supposed to be the training shoe. Basically, this is a game day racer, and then this is the training shoe that you're supposed to get and wear most of the time for training, which is why they did the Nike React in the heel section of the shoe, because it is a lot more durable than that Zoom X. One thing I give them kudos on, however, is the fact they actually put the Zoom X branding, surprise, surprise, on the Zoom X, which is my biggest complaint of the other 50-50 mix that they had on the Pegasus Turbos, is they had Zoom X written on the React, and I was like, dudes, you couldn't have just put it on the right part. And for those that didn't know, this is half React, half Zoom X. This is half React and half Zoom X as well. So that's part of the reason why I found these intriguing, because I really like the Pegasus Turbos. It's one of my favorites. So there's a couple things I like about these, a couple things I dislike. First of all, you try them on feet and they're definitely squishy and comfortable. You do get a nice little sensation in the back with the React. and then you do have a little bit of pop off, obviously because of these giant zoom stacks in the front. And I just wanted to read some words from what Nike says on their website. The Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percent was designed to deliver measurable benefits while bridging the gap between your everyday trainer and racing. Created with insight from the world's fastest runners, the Tempo Next Percent shares materials and innovations found on their premier racing shoes. 2 streamlined Zoom Air pods beneath the footbed of the Tempo Next Percent provide exceptional energy return with every foot strike. In the Tempo Next Percent, they've set the AirPods apart from any surrounding foam, and it allows them to fully compress more and result in less energy loss. The midsole of the Tempo Next Percent works as a system. The Zoom X foam in the forefoot for lightweight responsiveness and a wedge of React foam in the heel for durability and cushion. Throughout the foam, a full-length plate provides stability for the Zoom AirPods while giving you a propulsive feel with every stride. So the Flyknit upper has been seamlessly knit from an ultra-light Flyknit, providing a secure yet breathable fit. The integrated tongue stays put once it is tied, and the offset lacing system ensures maximum comfort on top of your foot. So I like their explanation of the midsole. You basically have 4 different sneaker technologies in one on this one. You have that Zoom Air units in the front, as they already said. This one doesn't have carbon fiber, but it has like a hard plastic beam in the middle of your foot, just to give you sort of like a catapult sort of motion. Also, you have that Zoom X cushioning technology paired with that React technology, as they mentioned. And when you're cramming that much technology into a midsole, you would think that it's going to be a clunky sort of transition heel to toe. But similar to my thoughts on the Alphaflys, I was blown away how seamless that transition is from heel to toe with the rocking motion and everything else and these giant AirPods. I thought it was going to be clunky. Sort of like the Air Max 270 Reacts. Those ones I thought were really clunky. The transition heel to toe were terrible on those. And that's a casual shoe. This is a running shoe, but they nailed it. Like, they really did a good job of that transition. I will say for the Flyknit upper, while it might be kind of special or whatever, it's really, really tough to the touch. Maybe part of it is good from the outside. Maybe it's like weather treated, but from the inside, it's a little bit tough as well. So if you're looking for something soft or like a little liner between that rough material in your foot, you're not going to get it. It's going to be rubbing right on your feet, which, I don't know, could be uncomfortable after a while. Probably not a pair of shoes that you could wear very comfortably without socks. Most of you guys are going to be like, well, I wear socks anyway, so that's fine for you guys out there. But it is really breathable, which is a plus. The attached tongue is very similar to the Alphaflys. Not a huge fan of it, a little bit harder to put on your feet, but I do understand that they have a Fly Ease version, which is the one where you just basically slip on. I'm really, really interested in checking those ones out because I think that that would be a better fit just to be able to slip these on and go. That's my lifestyle anyway. So if I could just slip these on and run and not have to worry about getting that tongue over top of my socks and stuff. Sometimes it gets bunched up a little bit too much there. That will be a big victory for me. So I might actually return this pair and get the Fly Ease pair one. It comes out in a size 10. Since, again, this one is a little bit snug for myself. So all in all, how does it compare comfort-wise to this shoe? Well, the soft squishiness on this shoe is unmatched by this shoe. There's definitely that catapult motion because of the carbon fiber infused in here that you don't get in this shoe as much, at least in my opinion. From a casual perspective, this definitely feels like kind of a downgraded version of these. However, I think that most people are actually going to like that because this shoe is too soft and squishy for average everyday use. This one is firmer because React is firmer than that Zoom X, and so it's definitely noticeable on like a heel strike if you do heel strike. But it is as they described. This is definitely the trainer, one that you would be wearing a lot and is more durable and overall is like a really good option. Now Nike has a lot of competition out there, even against itself, because you have 3 really good running shoes right here that might meet your needs a little bit better than those Tempos. One of them that I always go with is the Pegasus Turbo. From a casual, this is my favorite, hands down, out of all the other options out there. I love this shoe. I can't say enough. The downside is that darn horn in the back does rip. I've seen it happen on a number of pairs where this does break. I haven't had it happen on mine, and I've had like 4 or 5 pairs in rotation. If you want that Flyknit feel and then the comfort on that outsole, I think the Infinity React is a really, really good shoe. Very, very comfortable. But obviously there's some added benefits to this because of that rocker motion off the toe for those people that are actually using it to run. This one probably would be superior over these, but from casual, again, these are probably better than these. And then the third one, the cheaper of the 3, but definitely one that's really good, is a Pegasus 37. I think that a lot of people use these as daily trainers instead of something like this. But this is one of those shoes that I think could probably replace the Pegasus 37 for your like daily trainer if that's what you're going to be using them for. Overall, I think that this shoe could be worn casually and you'd probably be fine. To be honest, it's not like this shoe. This shoe is definitely one that's harder to wear casually. I'd say you could still wear it casually, but not on a regular basis, not like a daily runner. Similar to the people that actually run them, this is one that you could probably walk in every day. This is one that you walk in every now and then. But that's kind of my thoughts from a casual perspective. All in all, I'm intrigued by the technology, and it's really interesting that Nike's found a way to integrate Zoom Air, this really age-old technology, and bring it back into the elite performance sneakers like these, like I don't know necessarily why they're doing it. I mean, it's a good technology, don't get me wrong. The compression and the bounce back from Nike Air Zoom is like really amazing, but I think the only reason why they're really doing it is because it gives them a head above the competition. People see it and they know it's the visible air unit in the front of the shoe on the elite trainers. So it's kind of like reviving the Zoom Air in a sense, in the best way possible. And so Nike definitely has a lot of pride in that. The downside to that though is if it pops, you're up a creek. And I had that happen to me when I was customizing a pair of the Zoom types or whatever those are. I popped the air pocket a little too close for comfort on those. But I mean, I think it's going to happen to those runners out there as well. So leave a comment if you are a runner and you've popped one of the Zoom Air pockets in the front of either of these shoes, because I think it's cool until it's not cool and then you pop them. But anyway, I'd say the stability on these are like decent. It's not amazing for sure. It definitely is a little bit narrow in the midsection right here for myself. It's actually even more narrow than on the Alphafly, which was shocking. I wish they made these a little bit wider. And so if you have like wide feet issues, I mean, this is a way better way to go in my opinion. Not a bad pair of sneakers though, but I'm definitely interested in that Fly Ease version. I think it's going to match my feet, my lifestyle a little bit better. But what do you guys think about the Tempo Next Percents? Is it a pair of sneakers that you guys are interested in or not, from a casual or from a runner perspective? If you ran in these and you really like them, leave a comment how you like these. If you've tried some of the other ones too, how do they stack up next to the Pegasus 37 or the Infinity Reacts? Curious to see what you guys say. But that's the end of this video. But I will have on my channel some reviews of these 3 pairs of sneakers, some elite running sneakers, and then some everyday trainers here as well. Some of them are really, really good on feet. So subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of when I post the video reviews on those. But have a good one. See you guys back for some more videos. Peace, guys.